Alright, welcome back to TheEndStep.com. This is Adam, and I'm playing BBD Black. Basically, it's the deck that BBD just took down the most recent Grand Prix with. Those couple Star City guys that went down there obviously crushed that tournament. All three made top 8, and this is their list. There's basically only really one main difference between their lists. Todd and Brad played a Nykthos, where BBD did not. But I like the Nykthos, so I want to try it out. So, still calling BBD Black because he's the one that actually won the tournament with it. Basically, it's just the sweetest spells in black. It's not like any cool combo, nothing like fancy about the deck. It's just solid cards, which it's kind of like that rock strategy where you take away your card and you just play an efficient guy and win the game. Pack Rat was one of those cards that oh yeah, it's the best card in limited. You open it up, then you pretty much auto win your draft. But nobody ever saw it in Constructed. I definitely did not, so I can't take credit for that. But the card's actually decent in this deck. I can get out of control fast. It's not great against sweepers, but against a lot of the mid-range creature decks, they just can't kill it, and you just eventually overwhelm them with 4/4/5/5 rats. Night Veil Spectre contributes to the devotion count extremely. Also some card advantage, which you eventually can start playing their spells because you'll hit lands, and then gets out of hand when you can hit them for 2 and play their own spells. Desecration Demon is my favorite card in Standard right now. The card is bananas. It's just so big for the mana cost. Most decks can't deal with it. Mono Black can sometimes deal with it, and that's why you see Ultimate Price starting to see play basically because of Desecration Demon. One of Erebos, it's not a hardcore devotion deck, so you don't always have him turned on. You have plenty of permanents to do that, but against control, you're not going to be able to stick at all of your guys, so you end up playing a bunch of Underworld Connections and Whips to keep your black mana count up. The nice thing about Erebos is he does shut off Sphinx's Revelation. That's definitely the biggest bonus that he has. And then 4 Grey Merchants basically just finish the game, drain them out for 5, 7, whatever your mana is, your devotion count is at that time. This row is just discard and removal. It's just all ton of removal. 4 Heroes Downfall. The card's excellent. It just takes care of any problem basically you're having. The card's worst against mono red just because it's a little slow, but against any of the green slower decks or even the control decks that play a bunch of planeswalkers, it's excellent there. And Thoughtseize is proving itself to be as good in Standard as other formats, which we've had for years. Obviously, these come up against mono red, but mono red's seeing less and less play as the format changes and develops. You still have to be aware of it though. And then the mana is 19 Swamps, 2 Temples, just for basically a little bit of card advantage through your lands, 1 Nykthos, and 3 Mutavaults. The Mutavaults combo nicely with Pack Rat because it's also a rat. Just a note. Alright, we'll pause and come back with the sideboard. Alright, here we are for the sideboard for Mono Black. We have a few different cards to complement some of the problems that the deck has. We have a Pithy Needle to deal with additional planeswalkers. We have the 4 Heroes Downfall, but sometimes the Needle's just necessary. It also hits other wonky things if you need to. 2 more Pack Rats. I unfortunately don't have 4 Pack Rats. I don't know why. Basically, in the decks that don't have removal, you just easily run them over with turn 2 Pack Rat and just go nuts. 3 Lifebane Zombies for your green and white matchups. Card's very good. Depending on the metagame where it is, the card will fluctuate between main deck and sideboard. Right now, there's not a ton of green and white, so delegate the sideboard. Night Veil Spectre is better right now. 2 Devour Flesh for your matchups you need extra removal, specifically cards that you can't kill with, say, Doomblade or Ultimate Price. Your Devour Flesh becomes better. Another Erebos for the matchups you want. His life gain Hoser plus matchups, they're going to have a lot of sweepers and stuff like that where you need a more resilient threat to stick and then just get some card advantage and then eventually turn them on and beat down that way. 3 to Rest to shore up the control matchup because you do have a ton of dead removal in your main deck, so you just need extra cards to rip by their hand, keep your Desecration Demon or whatever on the table, keep their removal out of their hand and win that way. And then 2 Doomblades and a Dark Betrayal. Dark Betrayal is pretty much just for the mirror match right now. That could go up depending on the popularity of this deck. Could easily become, 2 or 3 of. Desecration Demon sees that much more play. Night Veil Spectre sees that much more play. Definitely a card to consider. Doomblade, again, just easy removal. Very good against like the green-red matchup that's really popular right now. It just kills everything they have. And that's about it. Thanks.